Men, pay attention. There are 4 lies every woman tends to tell before she cheats, and most men miss them entirely. Infidelity rarely happens overnight. It begins with subtle shifts in words, behavior, and energy. Women often lie to test boundaries, manage perception, or conceal emotional and physical connections with someone else. Recognizing these lies early is critical to protecting your emotional energy, authority, and respect. These lies are not always blatant. They are often small, seemingly innocent statements that mask larger truths. Men who fail to notice patterns are blindsided when betrayal escalates. Women use these lies to gauge how attentive, composed, and observant a man is. The less aware you are, the easier it is for deception to go unnoticed. In this video, we'll break down the 4 lies most women tell before cheating, how to spot them, and the subtle psychological cues that accompany each one. You'll learn to read between the lines, observe behavioral patterns, and protect your energy before emotional damage occurs. These insights are grounded in female psychology and modern dating dynamics, giving you the tools to notice manipulative behavior early and maintain control of your energy. This isn't about paranoia, it's about clarity, discernment, and recognizing patterns that reveal alignment or misalignment. Men who understand these lies and the behaviors behind them naturally command respect, maintain authority, and avoid wasting time with women who are not aligned with their values. So 1. I'm just friends with him. Men, the first lie every woman tells before cheating is, I'm just friends with him. On the surface, this may seem harmless, a simple clarification about a male friend. But in female psychology, this statement is often a preemptive manipulation tactic designed to test your attention, gauge your reaction, and normalize her interactions with someone she is emotionally or physically attracted to. This lie often appears subtly. She might mention this friend repeatedly, emphasize that nothing is happening, or insist that you trust her. Statements like, we're just friends, don't worry, or he's like a brother to me, are classic examples. Men who accept this at face value or react defensively are giving away their energy, which women unconsciously monitor to determine how much influence they have over your perception. The key indicator that this friendship may be more than it seems is pattern recognition. Observe how often she talks about him, the energy she displays when mentioning him, and her defensiveness if you ask questions. Women who are honest about a friendship will mention him casually and without repeated emphasis. Women who are hiding a connection often create unnecessary attention or defensiveness around him. Another layer is context and tone. Does she laugh nervously, fidget, or avoid eye contact when talking about this person? Is she overly eager to assert that it's nothing or exaggerate the platonic nature of their relationship? These micro-behaviors are unconscious reveals of her comfort level and alignment. Women instinctively test whether a man notices subtle cues and maintains composure. Practical application. Pay attention to the frequency, context, and energy behind mentions of this friend. Avoid overreacting or interrogating. Instead, observe patterns and subtle behaviors over time. Track inconsistencies between what she says and how she acts. Calm observation communicates authority and prevents her from manipulating your energy. Finally, understanding this lie as a psychological test allows men to protect their energy and notice early warning signs. Those who observe without overreacting maintain emotional stability, authority, and discernment. Women instinctively respect men who can detect subtle manipulation while remaining composed, making it far less likely for them to escalate deceit. Recognizing the "I'm just friends with him" lie is your first step in detecting potential infidelity before it develops further. Men who notice patterns, read energy, and maintain composure naturally filter for women who are honest, aligned, and trustworthy in modern dating dynamics. 2. Nothing is happening I swear. Men, the second lie every woman tells before cheating is, nothing is happening, I swear. This statement is deceptively simple but psychologically powerful. Women often use it as a deflection tactic to alleviate suspicion, create trust, and normalize secrecy. While it appears like reassurance, it is frequently a preemptive test, gauging whether you will accept her words at face value or notice inconsistencies in her behavior. This lie usually comes with defensiveness or overemphasis. She may insist repeatedly that everything is fine, use emotional appeals like guilt, or exaggerate her honesty. I would never do that to you. I swear. Men who immediately believe her or overreact emotionally are giving away energy, signaling that their attention and perception can be influenced. Women unconsciously test how much control they can exert over a man's perception through these words. A critical cue is tone and energy mismatch. The words may sound convincing, but subtle signs reveal stress, nervousness, or concealment. Hesitation before answering, fidgeting, or forced smiles are common micro-behaviors that indicate she is not being fully truthful. Men who focus solely on words without noticing energy often miss the deeper warning signs. Another layer is pattern recognition. One statement may be innocent, but repeated insistence that nothing is happening, combined with unusual behavior, secretive phone use, evasive answers, or changes in social routines, signals alignment issues. Women subconsciously evaluate whether you notice these patterns while maintaining composure, which tests your energy and authority. Practical application. Observe not just what she says, but how she says it and under what circumstances. Track inconsistencies across multiple interactions. Notice defensive energy, over-explaining, or nervous micro-behaviors. Avoid confrontation or dramatic reactions. Calm composure preserves authority while allowing you to see the truth unfold. Finally, understanding this lie as a behavioral cue protects your emotional energy and clarifies alignment. Men who notice the subtle discrepancies behind statements like "nothing is happening" demonstrate awareness, composure, and discernment. Women instinctively respect men who can detect manipulation without reacting emotionally, which naturally filters for honesty and alignment. Recognizing the "nothing is happening" lie gives you insight into patterns of concealment before infidelity escalates. Men who observe energy, notice inconsistencies, and maintain calm authority protect themselves while identifying whether a woman is truly trustworthy. 3. I'm too busy to see you. Men, the third lie every woman tells before cheating is, I'm too busy to see you. On the surface, it may seem like a reasonable explanation for limited time, work obligations, or social commitments. But in female psychology, this statement often signals a shift in priorities, and in many cases, the time is being redirected towards someone else. Women use this lie as a way to create distance, test your response, and protect a developing connection with another man. This lie often appears gradually. She may initially claim occasional busyness, then repeatedly cancel plans, appear distracted, or make excuses for late responses. Men who immediately accept these explanations or respond with guilt-driven apologies are giving away emotional energy. Women unconsciously monitor whether their partner notices changes in attention, energy, or availability. Consistent acceptance of this behavior without observation signals that her manipulations can go unchecked. A key indicator is behavioral alignment. While she may claim to be busy, subtle cues often reveal otherwise: social media activity, long texts to someone you don't know about, or evasive answers about her whereabouts. Women often test whether men notice these inconsistencies. Hesitation, defensiveness, or over-explanation about her schedule are additional cues signaling misalignment. Tone and energy also matter. A woman who is fully honest about her commitments will communicate clearly and without excessive defensiveness. A woman who is lying will often appear rushed, flustered, or unusually elaborate in her explanations. Observing these micro-behaviors provides insight beyond her words. Men who detect these subtle signs without reacting emotionally preserve authority and maintain clarity. Practical application. Track her availability, consistency, and explanation patterns over time. Compare words with actions. Avoid confrontation that comes from insecurity. Instead, observe patterns calmly and deliberately. Noticing repeated busyness aligned with evasive or defensive behavior signals a need for evaluation of alignment and honesty. Finally, understanding this lie as a psychological tactic allows men to protect energy and discern boundaries. Women subconsciously test whether a man notices subtle shifts in attention and priorities. Men who observe without overreacting demonstrate authority, confidence, and emotional stability, naturally filtering for women who are aligned and trustworthy. Recognizing the "I'm too busy" lie allows men to see early patterns of misalignment and potential infidelity. By observing behavior, energy, and consistency, men maintain clarity, protect emotional energy, and engage only with women who respect boundaries, honesty, and mutual investment. 4. I don't want anything serious right now. Men, the fourth and final lie every woman tells before cheating is, "I don't want anything serious right now." This statement is deceptively harmless on the surface, often framed as a preference for independence, space, or focus on personal goals. However, in female psychology, it is frequently a preemptive lie used to justify emotional or physical connections outside the relationship. By presenting herself as non-committal, she reduces suspicion, creates plausible deniability, and tests how much attention and control she can exert over you. This lie usually appears gradually. Early in the dynamic, she may express a desire for freedom or limited involvement, insisting that she isn't ready for a deep emotional connection. Statements like, "I just want to focus on myself," or "I'm not looking for anything serious," are classic examples. Men who accept this at face value without monitoring behavior risk being blindsided when her attention and energy are redirected elsewhere. Women subconsciously evaluate whether a man will respect boundaries, notice subtle cues, or tolerate manipulation. The key indicator is behavior versus words. A woman who truly isn't interested in seriousness will behave consistently. Her attention, availability, and emotional energy align with her words. A woman who is lying often exhibits subtle contradictions, secretive messaging, flirtatious energy elsewhere, or emotional withdrawal paired with inconsistent explanations. Hesitation, defensiveness, or over-explaining when asked about commitment further reveals misalignment. Tone and micro-behaviors also provide insight. Women who are lying may exhibit slight tension, nervous laughter, or fidgeting when discussing commitment. Their words may overcompensate, emphasizing freedom and non-attachment excessively. Men who focus solely on language without observing energy and consistency miss the deeper cues that reveal misalignment or infidelity. Practical application. Observe patterns over time. Track alignment between her words and actions. Notice micro-behaviors, emotional energy, and consistency in communication. Avoid reacting emotionally or attempting to convince her otherwise. Your authority is maintained through calm, deliberate observation. Repeated discrepancies between what she says and how she behaves signal a need for evaluation of trust and alignment. Finally, understanding this lie as a behavioral cue protects your emotional energy and ensures clarity in decision-making. Men who notice inconsistencies, observe subtle signals, and maintain composure demonstrate confidence, authority, and discernment. Women instinctively recognize men who cannot be manipulated by words alone, filtering for alignment and honesty. Recognizing the "I don't want anything serious" lie is your last critical step in identifying early warning signs before infidelity develops. Men who combine observation of behavior, energy, and consistency protect themselves, maintain authority, and engage only with women who are honest, aligned, and trustworthy in modern dating dynamics. Men, now you understand the 4 lies every woman tends to tell before she cheats. I'm just friends with him. Nothing is happening, I swear. I'm too busy to see you. And I don't want anything serious right now. These lies are rarely blatant. They are often subtle, strategically framed, and paired with behaviors designed to test your attention, energy, and emotional boundaries. Recognizing them early is critical to protecting yourself from betrayal and wasted energy. The key to uncovering these lies is observation, pattern recognition, and emotional composure. Women may speak convincingly, but their energy, microbehaviors, tone, and inconsistencies often reveal the truth. Hesitation, over-explaining, evasiveness, defensiveness, or shifts in attention are behavioral cues that accompany these lies. Men who notice patterns without reacting impulsively maintain authority and clarity. Practical application. Pay attention to alignment between words and actions. Observe micro-behaviors, tone, and consistency over time. Avoid emotional overreactions or confrontations based solely on suspicion. Composure and deliberate observation give you the insight to evaluate whether a woman is truly aligned, honest, and worthy of investment. Ultimately, this is about protecting your emotional energy and maintaining authority. Men who understand these lies and the behaviors behind them naturally filter for women who are honest, aligned, and trustworthy. They avoid manipulation, preserve composure, and make deliberate choices about where to invest time, energy, and commitment. Recognizing these 4 lies early gives you a powerful advantage in modern dating. Men who remain grounded, observant, and strategic maintain clarity, protect emotional energy, and engage only with women who demonstrate integrity, respect, and alignment. Understanding the patterns behind these lies is not about paranoia. It's about discernment, authority, and making informed decisions in relationships. Men who master this approach protect themselves while naturally attracting alignment, honesty, and respect in the women they choose to invest in.